Hello, today we will start the new chapter, new topic, quadratic equation. This is very important. See, you have already idea of the polynomial, quadratic polynomial. Any expression with the highest degree 2 is called a quadratic expression. Its general form is ax square plus bx plus c, where a is not equal to 0. A, B and C are called the coefficients, cients. A, B, C are any real number in fact here. Okay, so this is the quadratic algebraic expression. You have done there in the polynomial, quadratic polynomial. If you will give here equal to 0, this will become equation of second degree variable where x is the variable and a, b, c are the constants or real numbers. So this is also called a standard form of quadratic equation. A must not be equal to 0 in no other region. If a equal to 0, then the second degree will disappear. It will become a linear polynomial, linear equation simply. So you should write a not b can be 0, c can be 0, cannot be 0. That is different thing. But a must not be equal to 0. Now if a is not equal to 0 is to compulsory. If b equal to 0, then what will happen? See, this will converted to like this, ax squared plus c equal to 0. This is called pure quadratic equation, pure quadratic equation. Okay, like this, x square minus 9 equal to 0 is a quadratic equation because the highest power of the variable is 2, which is called a pure quadratic equation. Even this is also ax square equal to 0 also, but you should write a is not equal to 0. Now, if a is not equal to 0, this is the compulsory. If you are talking about quadratic equation, it is compulsory. B is also not equal to 0. Then it will be remain in this form. You are not talking about C. Okay. This is called adfacted quadratic equation. Okay. Example, you can have x squared minus 3x plus 2 equal to or plus 3x. Okay. So this is basically we have two types of quadratic equation. One is the pure, which has only the second degree variable, and the other is the adfacted, which has second degree. So compulsory it will have the first degree variable also. So this is adfacted quadratic equation. Now the value of the variable which satisfy the given equation. Put x equal to 1, suppose. See, the left hand side I have taken 1 minus 3 plus 2, how much will 3 minus 3, 0. It satisfies the equation. The value of the variable which satisfies the equation is called the root of the equation. In the polynomial chapter, what you have done, it is called zeros. Same thing is here. Understood? And you have the idea that number of zeros of a polynomial depends on the degree of the polynomial. So number of roots of a quadratic equation is number of zeros only. So a quadratic polynomial is of second degree. So a quadratic equation will also a second degree equation. So it has exactly two roots. Very important, you will note it down. A quadratic exactly two roots. Here one will be root, we will to put here 2 also. 2a square minus 3 into 2 plus 2, this is 4 minus 4 plus 2, 6 minus 6, 0. The roots are, for this particular equation, roots are 1 and 2. So you will remember it, a quadratic will always have two roots. So this is about the definition and types. We have two types of quadratic equation. One is pure and the other one is adfacted quadratic. Also I mentioned here the quadratic will always have two roots. Exactly two roots. Now see, sometimes you will get this is also a quadratic one. Okay, x square is equal to 0 is a quadratic equation. So what we will get? X square equal to 0. So what we will get? X equal to 0 only. But when we will write the roots, since now you have the idea that it has exactly two roots, so roots are 0, 0 only. You will not write single 0. You must write roots are 0, 0. Here the roots are equal. This is about the quadratic equation. Definitions, standard form, types. Now we will discuss here methods of solution. Methods of solution. First is the method of factorization. Method of factorization. Second is the completing a square method. And third one is the using the formula. Using the formula of quadratic equation. Let us discuss the first method. Method of factorization. Method of factorization. As the heading say now, see the previous example what I have given you. This is a quadratic equation, so you need to find the factors. Splitting the middle term factorization. So by this method we used to factorize. Now in the polynomial we have understood that if x minus alpha is a factor of the polynomial p of x, then alpha is a 0 of the polynomial p of x. So similarly, if x minus alpha is a factor of p of alpha is a, for 0 what we will write here? Root of the equation p of the equation. So factors are, so this into this will be 0 equal to either, what is the meaning? Either x minus 2 equal to 0 or x minus 1 equal to 0. If x minus 2 equal to 0, so what we will get? X equal to 2 and here x equal to 1. So therefore roots mean value of x which satisfy the equation. Roots are 1 and 2. Just similar like zeros. If x minus 1 is a factor of this expression, then 1 will be a root of this equation. If x minus 2 is a factor of this expression, then 2 is a root of this equation. So we have got two roots. This is called method of factorization. You can have other example also. Suppose you have x square minus 3 equal to 0, then you can factorize x square minus root 3 whole square equal to 0. And what will get? X plus root 3 into x minus root 3 equal to 0. So what are the roots here? Root 3 and minus root 3 will get. No. See, previous roots were 1 and 2. Root 3. Roots can be rational, roots can be irrational, okay? Roots can be real, real means rational and irrational. In higher classes, in advanced mathematics you will get not real also, but here in general math you will get real roots. So understood, this is the method of factorization, okay? And say easy, only simple. Now we will come to the second method. Every time you will not able to factorize all the expression, you know, sometimes you cannot factorize. Can be factorized but not simply, not easily. So that's why comes this completing square method. Completing square method. Let us take the general form. Ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. A is not equal to 0 as usual. Completing a square, see the basically here, you know, a plus minus b whole square. What do you have the formula? A square plus minus twice ab plus b square. If plus is then plus, minus then minus. So this is called complete square. So we will try to express this left hand side in the form of whole square. Either a plus b whole square or a minus b whole square. So try now. In the first step, what we will do? Transport this side minus c. Now divide both sides by a. Dividing both sides by a. What we will get? See, we can divide both sides by a. It is very confirmed that since a is not equal to 0, it is very clear a is not equal to 0, so we can divide both sides by a. Otherwise, division by 0 is not defined, so you can't write this sentence unless it is provided a is not equal to 0. Now we divide both sides by a, what we will get? X square plus bx by a is equal to minus c by a. Now your basic target is to express this in the form of a square plus twice ab plus b square. So if a square is here, what we will write? 2 into a. So if x square is here, what we will write? 2 into x. But see, you can't write more than or less than this. So what I have not written here? B. What I have not written here? A. But 2 extra your multiplier. So write down here 2. Then 2 will cancel. What we will get? Bx by a only. So this is a square plus 2 into a. This is x square plus 2 into x. Whatever is there is b. So b is here, b by twice a. If b is here, what we must have to write here? B square in order to complete the whole square. That's why this method is called completing square. So here we need to add extra b by twice a whole square. Understood? A square plus twice ab plus b square. Because we are trying to complete whole square. So this b by twice a whole square is added extra here. So this side also b by twice a whole square you need to add. And minus c by a was already there. Okay, so this is x square. This will be what? A plus b whole square form. Okay, x square plus 2 into x into b by twice a. It is in the form of a square plus twice ab plus b square. You have this is method of computing square. And here you need to simplify b by b square by 4a square minus c by a. Then 4a square is the LCM. What you will get here? b square minus 4ac. Okay. This is this much. Remove the square sign. So what you will get? X plus b by twice a equal to, when we will remove a square side, we will give plus minus sign also it is there, you know, and here no, because you know the square root of 4a square twice a. Now see, we are solving this equation. Solving means what? We are trying to find the values of x and y. Sorry, x. So find x now. Transpose this one to this side. The plus will become minus b by twice a plus minus under root b square minus 4ac by twice a. So take LCM twice a. So what will we get here? Minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac. Since we have always two roots, so you can write here roots are separate, taking positive and negative separately. Roots are minus b plus under root b square minus 4ac by twice a and minus b minus under root b square minus 4ac by twice a. This we have solved the general form, okay, by the method of completing a square. So we have got these roots. And third method is the formula, no. So this itself is called the formula of quadratic equation. You have derived the formula, that x equal to, what is the formula? Minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac by twice a, where a is the coefficient of x square, b is the coefficient of x, and c is the constant term. So okay, so this is called method of computing a square. We can have example, one example at least, but any sum can be done by using this. So let us take an example. We will solve any quadratic equation by this method of completing a square. Let me find one sum from the exercise, any suitable sum which can be used. Suppose twice x square plus 3x twice x square plus 3x plus 5 we have taken suppose. So first what we will do, transpose this one to the other side, then take it here 2 to make it minus here. Okay, transpose this side here. Then dividing both sides by 2, what we will get? Minus 3x by 2 equal to minus 5 by 2. Now complete whole square. This is x square minus 2 into x. We have to write, but we can't write more than this. So we must write 3 by 4 here. This is b, so this is b square. Okay, this is minus 5 by 2. So this is in the form of a minus b whole square, so x minus 3 by 4 whole square. Okay, this is extra, so this side also extra. Okay, now simplify here. How much will be 9 by 16 minus 5 by 2. Then simplify here, 16 LCM, 9 minus how much we will get here? 40. हाँ 2 8 जाए 40 okay, and this is minus 31 by 16. So this is x minus 3 by 4. When we will do, then we have to write here minus 31 by 16 followed by 16. So 4 you can write always here 4 followed by plus minus. So what you will get, x equal to minus 3 by 4 plus minus root minus 31 by 4. Then 4 is the LCM, minus 3 plus minus. So this is not a real root, okay, does not belongs to R, so you can write there no real root here, but it is equal imaginary root. So this way it can be done. This is just example I had given you, okay. So this is the completing square method, can be done like this. There is another way also of computing a square method. I don't know why it is not available in the book, but this is computing a square method only, but explained in different way. It is not, I can't see in the book nowadays, I don't know what is the reason, but he is the one Indian mathematician named Sridhar Acharya. Method. This method known on his method, Sridhar Acharya method. This is a computing a square method only, and this will be easy to understand. See the general form again. A not equal to 0, we have right. Now first step is same only, ax square plus bx equal to minus. See now he told, Sridhar Acharya, the Indian mathematician, he told to multiply both sides by 4 into coefficient of x square. Multiplying both sides by 4 into the coefficient of x square, he told. So That is, what is here particularly coefficient of x square? A. The 4 into the coefficient x square, that is by 4a. Multiply both sides by 4a. This is only he told this one only. Still we know the name, Siddharacharya. He told that any quadratic equation, you are going to solve this by computing a square method. You should multiply by 4 into whatever is the coefficient of x squared. So this is what you will get, 4a square x square, this is 4abx, here minus 4ac, okay. Now see, you can directly write this is twice ax whole square, because our target is to complete the whole square, no? A square plus twice ab or minus twice ab can be anything. So this is a square. So what should we have? 2 into a. So 2 into twice ax. So how much we have written? 2 to the 4ax. 2 to the 4ax. B not written. So we have to write b, no? We can't write less than this. So b. So this is a square plus twice a. This is b. So it should be b square, which is not here. So extra added. So this side also b square minus 4ac. Now from to here is what? We have twice ax plus b whole square, and this is b square minus c. You are getting the solution closure by two steps, 3 steps only. Remove the square sign. Twice ax plus b, you will get a square root here, b square minus 4ac followed by plus minus. What is twice x equal to minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac. We need to find x only, no? This is twice x. So what is x equal to? Minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac by twice a. So this is the roots are, we will separate the roots are taking positive and negative separately. This is computing a square method only, done in different way.